Okay, hello everyone, Stes here again, and I am in some Garry's mod today in a lovely, beautiful island. A bit futuristic, kind of weird islands, I will give it that, but it is an island nonetheless. And I'm here with something a bit special, because I think a lot of people have actually subscribed over this, but I've never really done much for a long time, and that is I'm going to build something. Finally, I said that I was going to do this for the last few weeks, and yeah, so a lot of you guys have subscribed from Sledding and Garry's mod, the Santa sleigh thing, or the zombie car. I'm going to be redoing the zombie car, I should just quickly mention. Maybe jumping into Sledding and Garry's mod if I have some friends who are keen. So yeah, if you are interested in those things, then yeah, make sure you stick around. But today I'm going to be building an Aqua car, which, if you don't really know what an Aqua car is, it's basically a car that can go in the water and on land, both very well. Not something that can get by on land and go in the water, or get by in the water and go well on land, something that goes well on both. And to test this, I'm going to do it in a bit of a Top Gear style, and I am going to actually time a lap done in the boat and the car that are given to me in this game, and I am going to use that as kind of a bit of a guide to try and keep that, close to that time. I'm not going to try and beat it because I think it's a little bit unfair, but at the same time I'm going to try and get close to that, so it will be, I can at least say, yes, I've done a good job, this is a successful car at both handling and speed, as well as on the boat being good at handling and that sort of thing. So if you guys haven't watched one of these before, you should know that this is not a tutorial. This is like a Top Gear challenge type thing, where I go in and do everything on camera. I haven't tried and gone in and tested this. I haven't practiced. I haven't done anything like that. So you're gonna watch. You're gonna probably see me fail, and you're gonna in the end you'll see me succeed, because I'll just keep going until I do. So yeah, first of all, I need to basically pick a car, and I have installed S cars and TDM cars, that sort of thing. And yeah, I've actually did and TDM cars as well. I did actually do some guides, well, a bit of a guide, just a bit of a showcase on these things back a while, so if you search that on my channel you'll find it. So basically, for the car that I want to get something relatively small. You may have noticed a really famous Aqua car is a Mazda MX-5, and I think there's another one which is I don't know what it is, it's an older car, but yeah, so basically I need to find the smaller cars and get for them. So we have this thing, which doesn't really look much like a boat car, but you know, we'll think about it. We need to be unbiased and take all of these things into consideration. What else have we got? A Brera, an Alfa Romeo Brera. That's not too small, but it's kind of the right shape and not too big. This iCar, I'm not sure how big that is. I'll pop it out and just have a look. Well, it's very small. See, I don't think that's a good shape. See, it's very low, which means it can easily be submerged. Is that the right one? I think it is. We got a Sabre, which is that just like straight taken from, what's the name? GTA, or is that in a real car? I didn't think it was a real car, but maybe. Oh yeah, it's got Liberty City on the side. Okay, so that's a GTA car, but it's too big. I'm actually going to get rid of those two because they're too big. This is a bit big, but it's the right shape. It's a really good boat shape, so I'm going to keep it out. What else have we got? A Studebaker. What's it like? Nah. A ATV, which would be an interesting choice, but I don't think I'm going to. We're trying to build a boat, not a jet ski, you know. Maybe for another time. Maybe for another time. What do we got here? We've got a couple of cop cars, not really the right shape. We've got a Porsche, but again, it's a little bit, well, it's actually not too bad a shape, but it's a little bit too streamlined. I want something that's a little bit more boxy. We've got a Mini. This one I think is a big contender, because look at this. This is something very small. It's nice and quick. It'll be very easy to get this to float, I think, compared to other things. What else have we got? We have a Ford Focus. Not too bad. It's nice and boxy, but yeah, we'll look at them again. Got a Banshee from GTA. We don't want that. Camaro. A few Porsches, sports cars. We don't really want a sports car. Ford RS200 Escort rally car. Not too bad, but I think again it's too streamlined. You see the front of it's going to encourage water to go up too easily. I've got a Lancia Delta. I'll have a look at these in a second. I'll just get through them nice and quick. We'll bring out this. Oh, we got to do it in Top Gear style and bring out the Ford Transit van. If you didn't see their hovercraft episode, which was pretty recent. So, Ferrari 200 GT. Oops, that went the wrong way, but it's a bit bigger than I thought it was. But we'll take these out and go through them quickly. Just the best ones, I think. I think that's going to be it though, and I don't want to use the default cars. I've got a couple of other cars there, but we won't use them because they're just disgusting. We've got the source vehicles, but yeah, I don't think I will go into them because they're a bit boring. We want to use like a real car, like a real person would be. You know, we're talking about someone who can't afford a boat and a car, but they need to travel around this island because, you know, there's a lot of water here. I don't know if I'll actually do the lap test on here because it's not really the best place and I'll probably get lost. But yeah, so first we have this Seat, I guess, which is, let's be honest, a piece of crap. Holy crap, it's not so slow though. You know, I'm going to leave that as contender. It's okay. It is okay. It goes relatively quick. It is in a really good shape for it. But yeah, it's a bit ugly, isn't it? We'll talk about that. So we got this. This is, I'm assuming, is going to be nice and quick. The shape of it is quite decent. It is a little bit streamlined, and it is a bit big. Okay. It just doesn't stand out to me. I'm going to get rid of this. Hang on, I need to get the remover tool. Remove a tool, and yeah, as I said, this is not a formal kind of let's play. By the way, I know this, you know, my building things go well, and I thought about doing it really formally and really well, but I just think this is more genuine, so that's what I'm going to do. The Mini, okay, this thing is what I'm very much leaning towards because, well, yeah, it's nice and quick, and it's really small, very light. So, you know, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So I'm gonna put it in the top contenders as well. I don't know how much if there is actually a difference in weight. 550, 500, 7. Oh no, there is a bit. Very small amount. See, look how heavy that is, and they're both very heavy compared to this. This was just 600, but then that is basically empty. So, you know, we'll go over this. So yeah, we do have the lightest thing is this, but it's a bit like, if I'm going to pick between these two, let's be honest. And I think because of that, we're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this one. Oh, a little bit. It kind of dies in a kind of weird way, but that's okay. So we have this Ford Focus now. I think again this is a little bit streamlined, but we'll have a drive unless if it really stands out. The good thing about this is I think it's all-wheel drive, which means I don't know if that actually makes a difference. Come on, I'm trying to be RP here. Can't even hear myself talk over that. So yeah, but I think it's one of the better ones that I have left, so I'm going to keep it. But again, I don't know why it's on a bit of a lean, but I think between that and the Mini, yeah, sure, it's probably a bit faster, probably nicer to drive, but the Mini's just lighter, smaller, it's just more easy to manage. Now this, I'm going to take out of contending straight away. I'm not going to even have a driver, sorry if you really wanted me to. It's just too streamlined. It's going to just sink, you know. You got to have something that's a bit boxy. I think the same with this. You know, the front, you know, this is designed to scoop up air, but in the water it'd be scooping up water and just going nosedive down. We don't want that. The Ford Transit van I'm going to check out. It sounds a bit weird, but I will. Again, these two are too heavy and it's just a bit long. We want something with a short wheelbase, which is another issue with this Ford Transit van, but you know. Oh, does not handle well. I think they may all be exactly the same speed, but we'll ignore that. Just testing if it does float there. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I've got to be careful here. I might die and drown. Quick. Okay. So we have these two left, and honestly, I think between these two, I'm going to go with the Mini, as I said. So, remove this. There we go. We have our car selected. And now I think it's only fair to do the car test with the Mini. So I'm going to do that, and also I'm going to do the boat test with the boat, which is in the Garry's mod, I think. Hang on, let's find it. The airboat, which is actually kind of a Aqua car kind of thing on its own, because you can drive this on land. But we'll ignore that. We'll ignore that because that's not RP. So yeah, we'll verse this, and obviously, like, we don't want our Mini to be necessarily faster, but if it can kind of hold its own against it, then I think that's very well. That's enough, I think, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to work out a bit of a racetrack and come back for a second. Okay, guys, I have my racetrack set up. I've set up a little start line as well. So to just explain the track very quickly, I will start just behind this line, and then I will drive around. Actually, let's go through that tunnel over there. Why not? Because it's really cool. And then come around this island and come around that group of islands there. I can't cut through it, and then come back around and through the finish line. Just one lap. And I'll time that on my phone, and that'll give me a very brief like a informal time, and I will do like an on-screen kind of things with some really pro editing. So I'll get my phone stopwatch out. Just give me a second. Very formal, as I said, but you know, what can you expect? Okay, there we go. So I'm going to bring this up to the start line. This will be our test for a boat. It's a little bit shallow here. Oh, thankfully it floats. So that's close enough, I think. Okay, I'm going to get in this. Turn down my sound so I can hear myself. I'm going to go into third person because it'll be much easier to see what's going on, so I can get a more official time. And I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, gee, this thing is quick. This is going to be a pretty tough time to keep up with in a Mini, but regardless, it's a challenge. It's a challenge I'm willing to accept. Okay. Oh, don't want to go too off course. Okay, got to cut these corners nice and fine to make it nice and even for both. Go around this, not waste any speed. We've got about 30, just under 30 seconds on the clock now. I reckon we're going to finish in about 45. That's perfect. It's nice, short, easy to watch time, but long enough to give a bit of a difference. Okay, here we go on the home stretch. I'm going to look at the clock. Is 43 seconds. There we go, about 43.5 seconds. So that's what we were aimed at, 43.5. I'm going to just quickly write that down because I'm going to forget that. 43.5 boats. Okay. Now I need to test it on land. Now I'm not going to test the boat on land because that's a bit unfair. Oh, what did I undo? Oh, undo the start finish line. That was a bit dumb, but it doesn't matter because it's the same amount of what's the name? I can start anywhere along here, and it'll still be the same distance because I did that. It won't make a difference, so don't worry about that. If I can't be bothered to explain it, but yeah, it won't make a difference. Don't worry. So I will quickly go into another map, and I'm going to set a lap time with the Mini, and we will try and keep it nice and close to that with all the equipment on it to make it float, because I think that's a fair test.